Hi there. So a little bit earlier today I was having a conversation with my wife and I said, I think I want to make a video. And she said, I have a better idea. Why don't you clean the toilet? And I said, I have a better idea. Why don't I make a video of cleaning the toilet? So that's what we're going to do now. So I'm sure there is more than one way to clean a toilet, but this is the way that I was taught. Notice that I'm putting on my gloves. Don't want to catch any germs that might be on the toilet. Now, the first thing you do is you clean the bowl. Gotta get the cap off first. And you spray your toilet bowl cleaner inside just like this. And then you take your brush and you clean your bowl. Now you want to try and get rid of any dirt or any stains that are in on the porcelain from being cleaned. It depends on your water too. Sometimes different types of water leave a brown stain on the inside of the toilet. Okay, now the reason we do this first is because when you take the brush out of the toilet and you go over the edge of the toilet like this, you risk the chance of dripping on the edge of the toilet. So if you clean that first, then you're going to end up having to clean it a second time. So now we're going to flush. Bowl looks pretty good. I'm just double checking to make sure that it's clean, and you can leave it like that until the next person goes to use it. Now, you want to not spread germs as much as possible when you're cleaning a toilet, so you separate the areas that you're cleaning. First of all, you start at the top and you work down, because the top tends to be the cleaner area, and you do the seat last with a different cloth or a different disinfectant wipe than what you're using. Sometimes I'll use microfiber cloths, but I don't have any today, so I'm using a disinfectant wipe to clean the top. And what you'll get on the top with this toilet is dust from the toilet paper, because the roll holder is up here on the top. And you want to try and get all that off, or anything else that's collected on top here. And I'm going to grab a second disinfectant wipe, because sometimes you just get too much on one. Okay, so that's clean. You got to make sure you do the back and around the edges of this as well. Now, you want to try and hit the contact points as well, because that's where a lot of the germs are spread. The contact point would be the handle. So, and this is especially important these days with COVID-19 and everybody touching different appliances and different things like the toilet and the sink, whether it be for public use or for home use. You don't want to spread the germs. See, I used to work in a hospital, and this was the way that we were taught how to do the cleaning. So, the front of the toilet looks like it's pretty good right now. We've used the disinfectant wipe on it. And I keep switching wipes as I go, because I'm finding that I'm collecting a lot of germs and a lot of dirt. I don't see the germs, but I see the dirt. And now we move down to the flat part of the toilet, where the seat attaches. And we clean all that up right in there like that. Make sure we get it clean. On top of the little cover that covers up the screws that hold the seat on. Because if you're like me and you got little ones in the house, or even big people that don't know how to aim, mostly the guys, sometimes they'll end up hitting the back of the toilet underneath the seat, and you end up with stains on the flat part of the toilet. So we'll let that dry. It's kind of soapy, and I will eventually go around the edge like this and do the top, go around. This toilet has a bit of head hair on it from somewhere, so we want to make sure we get all the little hair particles off the toilet and wipe it up like that. Time for a new wipe. And we go around like that. Now I'm going to do the edge again, just to make sure I get it all. See, I'm working my way down here. And now I'm going to sit down here on the floor. You can't see me from where I am. But I'm sure you can see my hands working here. You keep going around like that. I gotta grab more disinfectant wipes. Now what you want to do when you're doing this is at the end is probably mop the floor as well, but I'm not gonna show you that today. I'm just gonna show you this doing the toilet. But I am doing around the floor, around the edge, because again, people sit on the toilet, it's mostly a male thing, and sometimes they'll hit under the seat. See, now I have to go back because I saw something on the toilet and wipe where I went, because you don't want to go back and do again with a dirty cloth. So I'm going to clean up what I just did. And go around like that. And then do this side here. Now, just because you can't see this side as well because it's between the tub and the toilet, doesn't mean that it isn't dirty. And I can tell you that area is just as dirty as any other. Now, the one thing you're watching is, again, you don't want to spread germs from the bottom of the toilet back up to the top. If you do, you have to re-wipe the area that you touched, like I did. So you want to make sure that you keep everything separate. If you were using reusable cloths, you would go through quite a few if you came to a toilet that needed a lot of work. So now we clean the seat, starting with this side. I'm doing everything I can to make sure I get it all cleaned. Now, yes, I'm doing the seat. Doesn't mean I'm going to use the same cloth. I'm going to flip it down. And I'm going to clean the back, or clean the bottom like this, where we all sit. Nice and clean. Just like that. And then the last thing we'll do is the lid. Now, I grew up where you shut the lid when you're done. But if you're like my wife, you like the lid to be up, because if you get up in the middle of the night and the lid's down, sometimes you might not see it. So I've gotten used to leaving the lid up. Not the seat, because nobody likes the seat up. You have to keep the seat down, because then you get more trouble for leaving the seat up. But the lid, this thing here, you want to leave up so that it's quick access for anybody that needs to go in the middle of the night. Or during the day, if you're sitting at home watching TV and you need to go quick, you want to be able to just get in here and do your thing and get back out. So one final quick wipe here at the front. Now that I'm at that level, I can see better where I was. Just get any last minute things clean here. It's all nice and clean. There, clean that again, just to make sure. Notice if I go back up and do an area, I always wipe off the area that I touched. Again, to make sure that I got it. And there you go. We have a clean toilet. And that's it for this video. Like and subscribe.